ANTO, I hope we can. So, good evening, and guests. So, I'm Toastmaster Ketan. This is for today's mock contest. So, let me share guidelines that we need to adhere during the contest. To ensure a smooth, noise-free contest, request all to put your cell phones and other audible devices in silent mode. Sorry, can someone has? I'm just giving you 1 minute of time to make all your cell phones and other electronic devices to put it in the silent mode. All are requested to strictly refrain from moving around in or out of the virtual Zoom main hall when the contest is in progress. Photography or video recording is strictly prohibited, and if done, should be with the concerns from the contest management team. When the contest is in progress, request all the audience members to maintain absolute silence. So, for mock contest further proceedings, hereby I would like to call the presiding officer and followed by with the contest master. So today the presiding officer is our Toastmaster Bilal Sharif. So over to you, presiding officer Toastmaster Bilal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ketan. Am I visible and audible? Someone confirm? Okay.
Yes, sure.
So good evening, Toastmasters of Puducherry Toastmasters Club and the guests. I welcome you all to the 180th meeting of Puducherry Toastmasters Club. Today we have a special meeting where we're going to have our mock evaluation contest. Let me tell you this, in Toastmasters, we always believe that your best one is always your next one. That's why in every meeting, in every Toastmasters meeting, we have this evaluation where members, role players, speakers are evaluated so that they learn about the aspects in their performance that can be worked upon to perfect the next one. So let me share a small instance. You know, in my previous club, I had this guy who came forward to deliver his first speech. And his hands were, he was very nervous. His hands were shaking, his voice was shaking. And he was not able to look at the audience in eyes. So he was literally sitting down and delivering his speech. And from audience perspective, we felt like he was literally waiting for a timer to show the green card so that he can step down from the stage. So that's how nervous he was. But during evaluation segment, the evaluator came to the stage and looked at the speaker's eye and said, "You have a very calm presence, but you just never discovered it yet." Maybe that one sentence changed his entire journey. And he went ahead and contested at an area level, at a division level, and he was very successful. So the reason why I quoted this instance is most of the time we feel like evaluation is about pointing out what didn't go well. But sometimes, it's about encouraging other members so that they can identify their real potential. So with that note, I would like to hand over the stage. No, before that, we have a test speaker and we have an evaluator, which is a senior Toastmaster Prema. She has been in Toastmaster for almost 10 years and she's been, passionate speaker and leader. And she has 2 kids. That's what I received from her introduction. And we also have a test speaker whom I feel like Contest Master is going to introduce. So with that note, I would like to hand over the stage to Contest Master, Toastmaster ANTO. Go to you, ANTO.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bilal, for your nice introduction and presiding over. Good evening to all and fellow Toastmaster and my guest. I am Toastmaster Anto, and I am the contest for master for today's mock contest. And we are happy to welcome all the Toastmasters and guests to the mock evaluation contest of Puducherry Toastmaster Club of Area G3, Division G, District 120. So let us go over the rules for the evaluation contest for the benefit all present. Members of the audience are required to keep their audio on mute and their camera turned off throughout the contest. Contestants are also requested to unmute their audio and turn their camera on only when they are told to do so. Otherwise, please keep your audio on mute and your camera turned off for the rest of the duration. Members of the audience and no other recording is allowed to except for official recording by the contest management team. Once the contest begins, members of the audience are requested to refrain from leaving or joining the meeting during the progress of the contest. In the case of members getting disconnected or leaving the contest, they will have to wait until the Zoom masters admit them back to the meeting. After the contest, please remain seated till the contestant certificates are distributed. All the contestants have been briefed over the rules of the contest and have confirmed that they are eligible to be contestants in this contest. To be eligible, the contestant must be a Toastmaster in a good standing of a club in good standing. At the beginning of the contest, a 5 to 7 minutes test speech will be presented. All the contestants will be presenting their evaluation on the same test speech. The test speaker will be introduced by announcing the speaker name, speech title, speaker name. Neither the test speaker's project nor any objectives that the speaker may have will be made known. At the conclusion of the test speech, contestants will be given 5 minutes to prepare the evaluation during the evaluation contestant note sheet. During these 5 minutes, all the contestants will remain in the room and everyone is required to maintain silence. After 5 minutes, they have elapsed. No further preparation is allowed. For online contestants, they must join the breakout room. In the breakout room, contestants must keep their video turned on and their audio unmuted for the entire duration. They must use a plain sheet to cover the evaluation contestant notes sheet and place this arrangement in such a way that is visible on the video for the entire duration. Contestants will leave the breakout room and join the main contest room only when instructed by the sergeant at arms or any other contest official. Contestants should be careful not to leave the meeting by accidentally selecting the wrong option. Contestant will be moved into the main room one by one as the turn comes. The evaluation contestant notes can be referred by the contestants as they are introduced to present their evaluation on stage. Contestants are requested to wait for the contest masters to call out the instruction to check their audio, video. All contestants will be given the opportunities to check their audio and video before the start of their speech. Online contestants will also be asked to hide non-video participants and confirm visibility of the timer. The speaking area will be the display screen. Please refrain from moving to the edges of the frame to avoid partial images. Timers please show the timing signals. Green at 2 minutes. Yellow at 2 minutes 30 seconds.
Anto, I'm able to see only the gray screen.
I request Manikandan to use the cards, not the site.
No, actually, this will automatically change.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Fine.
so it's based on timing. If you want, I can test it. Just one moment. Okay, I will start it here. We'll see.
Yeah.
After 1 moment, 1 minute, it will automatically change.
Yeah. Red at 3 minutes and will stay on until the speaker has finished speaking. I request all the contestants whether they are able to see the screen.
The screen is visible, but I can only see a gray one.
Yeah, the time is going on, so it will come as per the timing.
Yeah, I'm able to see the screen.
Yeah. Okay. Any contestant who speak for less than 1 minute and 30 seconds or more than 3 minutes and 30 seconds will be disqualified. Visually challenged person will be intimated of the timing signals with an audio device like bell, etc. No notice shall be given should a speaker go over time.
Anto, sorry.
Yeah.
Hope you can able to see the green color now.
Yeah.
So is it
So,
fine?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
No notice shall be given should the speaker go over time. The judges have been instructed not to consider time in the ranking of the speaker. Timing starts with the first word uttered or when the speaker uses any form of gestures, smile, or non-verbal communication to the audience. The contestant is not.
Just a second. The timer, please uncheck the show clock option. The time counter shouldn't be shown.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
The contestant is not allowed to delay unnecessarily. There will be 1 minute of silence provided between each speeches so that the judges may complete their ballot sheets, and 2 minutes of silence will be provided after the last contestant has spoken. At the end of the contest, the audience is requested to remain silent until the tally counters have collected the judges' ballot sheets. Protests may be lodged only with the contestants or the voting judges to either the chief judge or the contest chair prior to the contest being adjourned. Announcement of the contest winner is final unless the list of winners is announced incorrectly, in which the case the chief judge, ballot counters, or the timers are permitted to immediately interrupt to correct the error. So, do you have any questions on the rules of the contest and which are read out by me right now?
Yes, Anto, I have one I can see in the screen table topic is marked where 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes. So the timer is aware, right? Test speech in 7 minutes, evaluation.
Yeah, he is aware. He will change the things.
Yeah, so Bilal, so evaluation will be 2 to 3 minutes, or the test speaker will be 5 to 7 minutes.
Sure,
So both is available.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. So there is no any other questions.
I'm good, Anto.
Yeah. So the order of the contestants were randomly selected on a draw of numbers and as it is follows. Contestant number one, Nilofer. Contestant number one, Nilofer. Contestant number two, Arul Jodi. Contestant number two, Arul Jodi. Contestant number three, Hari Prabha. Contestant number three, Hari Prabha. Contestant number four, Ashwin. Contestant number four, Ashwin. Contestant number five, Tina Pathasarthi. Contestant number five, Tina Pathasarthi. Contestant number six, Rovanti. Contestant number six, Rovanti. Contestant number seven, Yamuna Kalyani. Contestant number seven, Yamuna Kalyani. Contestant number eight, Bilal. Contestant number eight, Bilal. Contestant number nine, Vivek. Contestant number nine, Vivek. Contestant number 10, Narasingha. Contestant number 10, Narasingha. Contestant number 11, Ganesh. Contestant number 11, Ganesh. And the last contestant, contestant number 12, Kasi. Contestant number 12, Kasi. May I request the seat PSA to collect all the electronic devices and from the digital things from the contestants also. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters, we shall now begin the evaluation contest. First, we will listen to the test speaker, Toastmaster Gopalakrishnan Tharoor. I request the test speaker to pin the timer and hide the non-video participant. And give that check for the audio video check by saying, repeat. Am I audible? Yeah. Please repeat the following phrase with to check the audio and video in lower and higher tone. Evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. Evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Can I get started?
Yeah. As I didn't get the title, so you can start it.
We were 12 cousins, almost an Indian cricket team. Each one had their own tastes and preferences. It was good growing up with my cousins. I was the breakaway faction. Everyone had an option at that point of time. They chose medicine, they chose engineering, and made a career out of it. I, for one, decided to move away because commerce and accountancy was my preferred stream. Toastmaster for the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear evaluators. My topic for today, apples to oranges, no comparison. I would like to take a few moments off where when we visited my grandmother for the vacation, it was fun because cousins were there. We all had a very good time. And it was very interesting to see how all of us mingled. The very fun of that activity was sometimes we would end up discussing marks. And when the marks came up, somebody will say, I scored very well. And I would say, no, that's not all right. Some point of time, a pleasant little hand would come over my shoulder. Do not worry. Marks are just marks. This will also pass. My grandmother used to say fondly, and she was the first person to give me an insightful remark, never compare yourself with the others. This will pass too. I learned that lesson early in life, and it was a very hard-hitting lesson for me. Recently, I'm reminded about a Tamil movie. Two people get caught at the police station, and they are asked, "What is the purpose of your life?" This person very clearly says, "Sir, what do you want me to do? You tell me, what is the purpose of your life?" Prompt came an answer. "Why should I copy somebody else's question paper? Let me alone to do my own answer paper and follow whatever is there in my life. Why should I copy some other question paper and fail in life?" This is something that we have to imbibe in our lives too. What I may say to this audience is a mixed bag, and you can thank me later for it. We have a defined audience. As we take ourselves along and our children along, we must understand something, that we should allow them to groom and come up on their own. They need to understand what's good for them and what's wrong for them. They also need to understand that the house does not run on its own. They are also contributors. They should add a little things to themselves and provide those little chores. Small things go to make a mighty ocean, they say. As parents, we need to get that insightfulness from them, and we also need to learn from them. Parents have to keep abreast of technology. You also have to grow in the bargain. How do you do that? You imbibe these habits as you grow up. When you reach the workplace, you will be a different cup of tea. You are likely to be compared, but don't fall for the trap. Have the best of both worlds. Come up in your own way, and you will notice that after a certain point of time, whatever good habits that you picked up and imbibe for yourself, you are able to very clearly articulate and come up with the best. Compartmentalize your thoughts. Take things as you go by. Learn to say no effectively. Even if allowances are provided, never make your personal phone your office phone. These things are helpful in long life, because as you go by, you will realize this is the way of life forward. Comparisons are plenty, but you have to stay focused. How will I remain focused? I will make sure that the best is always mine. I will channel my thoughts effectively and make sure that I will take the entire group along. Is it possible to do that? Very much yes. I will also tell you a very small story. My grandmother has been very effective in giving me these habits. She has also told me that what you do in your childhood is going to stay in long term. She has been an effective principle behind me, as her own principles as a freedom fighter has helped to see me grow today. How I have made myself today is that there have been different phases of life for me, and I have passed each phase successfully. I believe that as parents, we must keep abreast of technology, and we must also keep aware of the developments. Allow the children to form for their own thoughts and lives. Be behind them, but at the same time, pat yourself when they do well. With this, I will say that apples and oranges are not meant to be compared. And thank you for the opportunity given to me, where I will definitely say, in the long run, you have to carve and make yourself the best. Thank you for the opportunity, dear team.
Sorry, I was talking in mute. Thank you, the speaker, Toastmaster Gopalakrishna Taru. Now we will maintain 5 minutes of silence for the contestants to finish their evaluation. Timer, please indicate once the 5 minutes are over.
Sure. Start the timing. 3 minutes completed. We have 2 more minutes.
I request every contestant to turn on the video.
Four minutes completed. Hello.
Hello.
Anto, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, 5 minutes completed.
yeah. Thank you, timer. Now I request all the contestants to stop writing. And I can see some of the contestants still not yet turned on the video. So I request everyone to turn the video on and audio on. So as a Zoom master, I will move all the contestants to the breakout room except the first contestant now. So now all the contestants are removed to the breakout room except the contestant number 1, Toastmaster Nilofer Banu. Contestant number 1, Nilofer Fatima Banu. Contestant number 1, Nilofer Fatima Banu.
Yes, Toastmaster.
Before coming with, just check the audio video check.
Am I audible?
No, let me complete the statement.
Yeah, sure.
Kindly do the audio video check by repeating the phrases. Mark evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in lower tone and higher tone.
So I should repeat that?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
lower tone and higher tone.
Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Contestant number 1, Nilofer Fatima Banu. Nilofer Fatima Banu, contestant number 1.
Sure, so I start? Yeah. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and evaluators. Today, I had a pleasure to listen such a insightful and inspiring speech by our
Sorry,
speaker.
there is a background voice.
Sorry, no one is right here with me. Maybe audience in the breakout room.
No,
Actually,
breakout room is different, so you can
it's
continue.
from Zoom Master. It's mute now.
Okay, sure. Shall I continue?
Yes, please proceed.
Yeah. Such an inspiring speech by our Toastmaster guest speaker, Toastmaster Gopal Krishna Tharur. Yeah. Wow. What a wonderful speech it was. The title on comparison. Yeah, apples to oranges, no comparison. Of course, apples are different and oranges are different. So the message, he said, the message was and the objective of the speech met the goal. He wanted to convey us that there are no comparisons. Every one of us is different. So at the beginning, he said he had 12 cousins, like a cricket team. Yeah, he compared it like 12 cousins, like to cricket team. Was like they were a full set of cousins who were comparing themselves to marks and also enjoys well while they are playing. So the part he said, the amazing part was never compare yourself to others. Like his grandmother said, if what you carry from childhood will come along to till your even when you became old, it will carry to your old age. So the speech was very wonderful. It was well delivered. But I had few suggestions. Like there were many things I like in the speech. There are here a few small ideas to make it even better. That when he said, we should learn to say no effectively. So instead of saying by the same voice tone, he should have said like we should learn to say no effectively. So in that moment, you will focus on no. You have to put pressure on no, so it will be more effective and engaging to the audience. So it was though it was a very wonderful speech. If he did this, it will be more wonderful and good. Maybe it will be best, I think. So, well, to wrap up, it was a meaningful and well-delivered speech with few small suggestions. But it can shine even brighter if he had adjusted those things. So thank you once again for giving us such a wonderful speech to evaluate. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, contestant number 1, Toastmaster Nilofer. Now let us now give the 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Timer, please indicate when the 1 minute of silence has elapsed. So meanwhile, I bring the next contestant to the room.
One minute completed. Toastmaster. Anto?
Yeah. Thank you, timer. Miss Arul Jodi came to the main screen. I moved her.
Hi, Anto. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you turn your video on, please?
Yeah, sure. Am I visible?
So let me take the audio video check for you. Kindly repeat the phrase in your higher tone and lower tone. Mark contest 1, 2, 3.
Mock contest 1, 2, 3. Mock contest 1, 2, 3.
Contest number 2, Arul Jodi. Arul Jodi, contestant number 2.
Arujodi contest number 2. Yes.
You can start.
Okay. Can I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. And Speaker Gopal delivered engaging speech. He delivered a small story about how childhood habits help us to become successful in our lives. And also, his words are clear. So with words, I can able to imagine the story in my head. Yes, he also emphasized that as parents, we need to support the children and need to provide the space for children and appreciate for the success and even failure. Because children learn from mistakes, it's a good lesson always. He delivered the content very well, and words are clear, and the explanation of story with examples was good. Actually, I can able to understand very well. So, and the recommendation is if it could be better if you used a facial expression to express the emotion of the words. So that's it from my end. So overall, great speech. Only thing is need to improve the facial expression. And that's it from my end. And two,
Thank you, Arul Jodi. Timer, let us give 1 minute of silence and please indicate when the 1 minute has elapsed.
Time started. 1 minute completed.
Yeah.
Anto?
Yes, I am trying to move
Okay.
Toastmaster.
Okay. I thought my voice is not.
Yeah. Toastmaster, contestant number 4, Ashwin is there?
Yeah, I just
No, it's
came in.
contest number 3, I believe.
No, contestant number 3 is Haribaba, so he not yet joined, so I skipped.
Okay.
So let's have an audio video set. Kindly repeat the phrases which I am saying in your higher tone and lower tone.
Okay.
Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Please ensure or you pin the timer and hide the non-video participants.
Okay. The timer is sharing, will share his screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that should be good then.
Sorry? Expecting to me to share the screen?
Yeah, you will share the same screen, right? So he's saying that.
So I don't need to pin, I guess.
Yeah. Contestant number 4, Ashwin. Ashwin, contestant number 4.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. And today, what a speech that was from Gopal Krishna Tarur. As soon as the topic was mentioned, I think it was crystal clear for all of us where he's heading towards. Apple and oranges, no comparison. Very clear, right? Yeah, one shouldn't compare. Very clear. Like the topic, which was crystal clear, I think the points that Gopal Krishna made today was also very clear. He started with a backstory of a personal touch with his grandma who advised him not to compare marks and it's going to be okay, never compare with others. So that gave a personal touch. I think a great start to the speech because we all love when something is personal is being spoken. So that was a good opening. And then he took two examples of what as parents one should do and what as employees one should do. As parents, we should let our kids be kids, don't compare them with others. And also, he mentioned that you need to equip yourself, be tech savvy, and then guide them, but not be overly be comparing them. Good. And then for the workplace, for the people who are working as employees, never take office resources for granted. Don't compare yourself with other colleagues. Yes, agreed. And create a niche for yourself. Great thoughts. I think you wonderfully captured. And like I'm a parent and I'm also working somewhere. So it felt really directed at me and I could really understand what you're trying to say. And then thirdly, the clarity in speech was amazing. And it was to the point. No ambiguity. All right, these were all the good things of Gopal Krishna Tarur. So, what can I say as improvements? Definitely, I felt one particular thing was left wanting because the what in your speech was very clear. What? You shouldn't compare. But then The why, I think, was left wanting. I mean, why should I not compare? Probably if you had included some examples of what would happen if I compare, probably there will be low esteem, suffering from low esteem or other consequences. Probably one or two pointed examples of why one should not compare would have made this overall idea complete. I think the why part, the biggest part is why, and that was missing. And secondly, the conclusion. You again circle back to your grandma who said, don't compare apples and oranges. But I think that was already spoken in the introduction itself. So probably I felt a stronger conclusion was again missing. Probably you could have taken some personal story and said, yes, and given a call for action, why one should not compare. To conclude, I think your speech had a great clarity of why we shouldn't, the why part was kind of missing. And if you had concluded strongly with a personal example or by telling a call for action, probably it would have been a very great speech. Nevertheless, I really enjoyed your speech and all the best for your future speeches. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, contestant number 4, Ashwin. Timer, please give 1 minute of silence and indicate when the 1 minute is elapsed.
Anto, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, 1 minute completed.
Yeah. Contestant number 5, contestant number 5, Tina Pathasadi. I request the contestant to pin the timer and hide the non-video participants. For audio video check, kindly repeat the phrase mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in your lower tone and higher tone.
Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Contestant number 5, Tina Pathasarthi. Tina Pathasarthi, contestant number 5.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, our test speaker, Gopalakrishnan, took us on a reflect journey with a speech that is deeply personal, filled with life lessons, and anchored by the wisdom of his grandmother. What I loved the speech more was the content was very, very relatable to each and every one. Your advice on thoughts, setting boundaries, likes keeping your phone away from your work. Stay focused, resonated strongly, and these are the most simple and practical lessons that I will try my level best to do it from the next day onwards. Next, the storytelling stood out. The anecdote about your grandmother was made a strong emotional connection, making the audience feel your values and upskilling life lessons. Third, more importantly, the positivity, talking about challenges, and your tone was focused, looking, and the solution oriented. That was inspiring, sir. Thank you so much. What could make it more better? Your stronger ideas were rich, came in a quick succession. Clear division group them could have been like personal boundaries, focus, and values, and two pauses. Apples and oranges are not meant to not to be compared. They're powerful, but you got lost because you turned or moved it very quickly. And second, your vocal variety. You have a natural sincerity in your voice. Add little more emphasis on certain words and it will not be affecting your future speeches. Here, I would be concluding by saying a heartfelt thanks of sharing your emotional and personal story filled with commitment, motivating us to hear more on your parts. With a little tightening your structure and more vocal variety, it has the potential to even more be fruitful in your forthcoming speeches. All the best to you, Gopalakrishnan Taru. Thank you for the opportunity and over to the contest master.
Thank you, contestant number 5, Tina Pakasardi. Let us now give the 1 minute of silence to bring the next contestant to the room. Timer, please indicate when the 1 minute is elapsed.
One minute completed.
Yes, timer, I will make the next contest.
Anto, is it possible to pin my screen sharing so that everyone will get notified?
No, if you share screen, it will automatically come. We can't pin the scan. It's sharing.
Okay.
I think Govanti has came. Contestant number 6, Govanti Nega Bagge. I request to pin the timer and hide the non-video participants. To check the audio video, please repeat the phrase mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in your higher and lower tone.
Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Contestant number 6, Rovanti Nega Baghe. Rovanti Nega Baghe, contestant number 6.
There are speakers who speak to our minds. We remember it. And then there are speakers who speak to our heart that change our lives for good. Today, our test speaker took us on a personal journey to his beautiful village where he had 12 cousins and his grandma waiting there. They lived a happy vacation, mingling together and discussing their life goals. The beautiful highlight was our test speaker was so bold. He spoke with confidence and clarity. He spoke his mind. He was not ashamed to share his low marks with his cousins. He spoke with so much boldness. He also mentioned some key points like do not compare yourself with everyone, with anyone. Of course, apples and oranges cannot be compared. But here he was, his grandma, who helped him realize this in his life, that you need not compare himself, that he need not compare himself with anyone here. One beautiful recommendation I would like to give to our speaker here is, the speaker could have moved from this position to the other position, showing his transition from his childhood where he spent to slowly moving to his adulthood where he had to face the worldly challenges of life in his office. And second recommendation which I would like to give is he could have stood up and spoken. That way he would have made more impact. His speech would have received more depth and magic. Overall, his speech was beautiful and it had a very much key message. Apples and oranges are not to be compared. He took a bold step, and that itself is a beautiful thing in his life. So, summarizing everything, great body, a great and bold clarity with voice. 2 recommendations: the speaker could have stood up and spoken with showing the body gestures. And number 3, he could have spoken using a little bit of voice variety, as in vocal variety. Thank you so much. Over to the judge.
Thank you, thank you, Rovanti, Nega, Baggy, contestant number 6. Now let's give 1 minute of silence for bringing the next contestant. Timer, please indicate when the 1 minute has elapsed.
One minute completed.
Yeah. Contestant number 7, Yamuna Kalyani. I request to pin the timer and hide the non-video participants. For audio video check, kindly repeat of the phrase mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in your higher and lower tone.
Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. mock valuation contest 1, 2, 3.
Contestant number 7, Yamuna Kalyani. Yamuna Kalyani, contestant number 7.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Hello, my dear Toastmasters and dear friends. Today, we had many apples in the form of messages. Let me mention a few which caught my eye. The first one began with marks, which the granny consoled the speaker with. Similarly, my mother used to console me when I got less marks and always appreciated me when I got good marks. The greatest thing about her being that she was very open that we could go to her and tell her even when the marks were less. And she was not at all judgmental, but always pushed us to do our best. This was the message I liked the most among all the messages given. The next being to follow our interest, our passion. And that too was mentioned in such a way that we have to keep abreast with technology. That's a very nice message put in a very well-mannered thing. The next one, which everyone needs to follow at any point of time, is to focus on what we really want and now not to get confused in the rat race. These are only the few apples I picked up. But indeed, it was very well. But amongst all this, there is an influx of phrases like hard hitting, run on its own, fall for the trap, channel my thoughts, all flowed along with the messages from the speaker. And yet, one thing that caught my interest was how the speaker was going through the audience or maybe the contestants looking for a reaction or something he was deriving from them. That too caught my interest. To summarize, it was a speech fully loaded with messages and with many phrases. And only a recommendation I would like to give the speaker is to cut short the number of messages. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, contestant number 7, Yamuna Kalyani. So before moving to the next contestants, I request, I would like, as a SCOM officer, as a VP, I need to pass on motion to extend the meeting by another 20 to 30 minutes till 7 p.m. I request any one of the members to first and second.
Myself, Toastmaster Tina, I accept that and go for first.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Toastmaster Ashwin. I second that.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tina and Toastmaster Ashwin, for your first and second. So, meanwhile, I'll bring the next contestant. Contestant number 8, Bilal Sharif. I request you to pin the timer and hide the non-video participants.
Okay, 1 second. Not able to see the timer.
Okay, anyway, he is going to share the screen, just make the note of it.
Okay, you will pin it, right? I will be able to see the timer screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
If you want, I can share my screen so you can pin it.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, it will be better.
Let me pin it.
Can you pin it, please?
I'm not able to do that, ANTO.
We can't pin the screen sharing, so you know, I think.
But I will get to know, right, when you present.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely you will get to know.
And to check the audio video, please repeat after me. Mark evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in your lower and higher toe.
Okay. mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Bilal. Contestant number 8, Bilal Sharif. Bilal Sharif, contestant number 8.
Some speeches inspire us, while some speeches motivates us. Some speeches deliver thoughts, and some speeches provoke thoughts. But today, my target speaker had all these 4 ingredients in his speech. Good evening, Toastmasters, my target speaker and the contest chair. Let me come straight to the crux of the matter. 3 things that I loved in my target speaker's speech. Number 1, the way it's structured. It was well structured. The way he started about career options which are available, and her grandma's advice that don't go behind the marks, and how the corporates are influencing in comparison. And then he gave an advice that don't force your kids, allow them to follow the passion. So it was really well structured. That one thing that I really loved in my target speaker speech. And the second thing was it was very impactful. So overall, if you see the message, he is asking the speaker's audience that don't compare your life with other people's life. Like when many of us tend to compare ourselves. Like when you are a 2 year or 3 years Toastmasters, you compare yourself with someone who's in there in Toastmasters for 20 years, and you feel like that person is speaking better than me. But you have to be yourself. Like you have to be 1% better every time you show up. So this impactful message was very clear. Don't compare yourself with others. Follow your own path. And the third one is the way the target speaker has conveyed his thought. At some point in time, throughout his message, he has came up with various examples to narrate his thoughts. One such example is don't copy someone else's answer. Have your own answer. That was something I feel like really amazing. His thoughts, everything is giving an example and narrating it. That is something which I really love. With that being said, I have 3 recommendations for my target speaker. Number 1 is his vocal variety. So throughout his speech, I can see it was a monotone. So he can work on his vocal variety, he can go on with his pitch, and he can play with his vocal variety. And the second one is the recommendation which I have is role play. So at some point in time, he said like his grandma advised him that marks are not everything, right? So at that point in time, he could have done some role play, like his grandma came near to him and said these golden words or golden advice. And then he could have said marks are not everything. So he could have done some role play so that it would have been engaging for audience. So that's the second recommendation I have. And the third recommendation is hand gestures. Like throughout his speech, we are able to see him deliver his speech, which was really inspiring and insightful. But at some point in time, I thought like his hand gestures were missing in front of camera. So he could have, since it's a virtual meeting, he could have used his hand gestures appropriately so that he could have added more value to his speech. So with this, I could sum up the 3 things which I loved in his speech was it was well structured, impactful message, and he was able to deliver thoughts perfectly well. And when it comes to recommendation, 3 areas which he can work on is vocal variety, hand gestures, and role plays. As I said earlier, your best one is always your next one, and all the best for your next speech. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 8, Bilal Sharif. Now I let's ask move the next contestant to be joined. Contestant number 9, Vivek, please change your angle.
It's okay. Is it okay?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Just give me a moment. I have to fix it and yeah. Is it fine?
Yeah.
It's okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm ready.
Contestant number 9, Vivek. To check your audio video, kindly repeat after me. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in your lower and higher tone.
Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Contestant number 9, Vivek. Vivek, contestant number 9.
Thank you. Congratulations for completing your speech, test speaker. So it was a solid intro. The moment you said we are a pack of cousins who are comparable to Indian cricket team, I was hooked into the speech because you know the pulse of the nation. When you said cricket, we are all good. Rather, if you had said any other sport or any other thing, we wouldn't have that interest. But the moment you said cricket, then I understood we are listening to a person who knows the pulse of the audience. And then you beautifully shifted that cousin front into the grandmother story perspective. And whenever grandmother is into the picture, we are always into the story, right? Because they are the persons who first share their stories. So bringing grandmother is one of a very nice character building. And then you gradually moved your storytelling into a corporate sector, and your Tamil cinema reference had a very strong cultural connect. Because when you said that, I was remembering the time when I saw that movie. So this is what a good speaker does. So when they speak and when they convey the emotions, it should somehow reflect in our own personal expectations or what we have gone through. And you have perfectly touched that point, the speaker. And then these are the strengths. Your vocabulary was so easy to follow. Do you have a Tarur in your name? Your vocabulary didn't have any high-end articulation. So it was very easy to follow. And I really like the term when you said compartmentalize your emotion, because that is a good a new word, and not a new word. It's a very good good word. And then, as I said, your English was easy to follow, and I was hooked, and it was easy for me to connect with your stories. And especially when you said that, once again you brought your grandmother into the storytelling, and you went to the corporate sector and said you always need to have you always need to say no, because that's a very strong character. And also you said, why should we leave others, like we have our own question papers. Yes, that's true. So my key takeaway from this sorry my key takeaway from your speech is, I have something to do after listening to your speech. So that's one thing. When come to improvising points, you decided to speak in a seated manner, so I cannot comment on the body language much or even the movement. So I won't go to that point. But when I said your stories were moving from one point to another, I feel like they were jump cuts. You started with cousins, so I was expecting some sort of a summer story, but then they went out of the picture altogether. You might have some way brought them again and then connected to the overall theme. So that was missing. And whenever you move from one area to another, the transition could have been much smoother. So that is also something which you need to work on. And then I missed the enthusiasm of a storyteller. Because if I am not an evaluator, if I asked a question myself, Vivek, would you have listened to the speech fully? Then it's a 50-50. So if you are, how enthusiastic you are, then more enthusiastic the person who are listening to you, isn't it? So add that more into your speech, add more emotions into your speech, and then I would listen to your speech, even if I'm not an evaluator. So altogether, it was a wonderful speech. Thanks for giving it. And try to add the suggestions I gave to you. It will be an even better speech. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 9, Vivek. Now I let move the next contestant to the main room. Contestant number 10, Narasinga. To check your audio video, please repeat me. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in your lower and higher tone.
Evolves context 1, 2, 3. Evolves contest 1, 2, 3.
Contestant number 10, Narasinga. Narasinga, contestant number 10.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and my target speaker, Gopalakrishnan Tharoor. What a thought-provoking title, Gopalakrishnan Tharoor. Apple and orange are not made to comparisons. In the fast-facing world, This is a very necessary topic, I felt, because of each everyone trying to proving themselves to achieve or trying to struggle themselves to survive in the world. You come up with a great title. I felt, I realized I take some time to where we are. The way of structure your speech, everyone able to compare with them. So you have told siblings, you have discussed lots with your grandmothers, so each and every people can able to accumulate what you are trying to say. So you had a great grandmother, so she I can see how you grown at your great uh, attention from your grandmother. Marks are just mark. I can see, I can realize myself when I get the scoring right. My father, my mother, they will beat, they are run out the entire home like going to the circle. Don't compare with any other. So you come up with a great point. Each and every one come up with a single question paper. We need to focus on what we had. Exactly. So if you keep on thinking somebody coming, moving on friend, somebody coming achieve in their life, if you thinking about them, we are lost where we are. We are forget to how to improve ourselves, how to improve ourselves to move friend. So these are the point make the thing to realize where we are right now. Also, we have added the small things made big oceans. Yes, I'm keep on trying to myself to take a single step to try to myself to moreover. So this speech gave me eye opening what we are right now and fantastic. So I have come up with the small suggestions, not small suggestion. You are top in your top notch your speech. Even though I have come up with the two suggestions, you have the good facial expressions, good eye contact, but your hand gestures you are missing to convey your uh, speech. Also you have monotonous in your speech, even from starting to end you have come up with the same space. So when you, my suggestions, when you're talking about your grandmother you can come up with a lower voice. When you're talking about your yourself you can come up with a higher voice. It will make avoid the monotonous. So these are my suggestions. Great speech, Gopalakrishnan Taru. We are looking forward, keep on listening more. Thank you, team.
Sorry, guys, I was talking muted. Contestant number 11, Ganesh. To check your audio video, please repeat the mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in your higher and lower tone.
Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3. Mock evaluation contest 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, contestant number 1. Contestant number 11. Contestant number 11, Ganesh. Ganesh, contestant number 11.
Thank you, contest master. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and a special good evening for our target speaker, Gopalakrishnan Taru. The topic he took is very related to everyone, like comparison. Each and everyone in this forum would have faced that at least once in the life. So the topic he has took very relatable, and the topic wise, he was very good. He took a very unique topic. And the title, contest master didn't tell the title, but while he was speaking, he put the title at the right place. I really enjoyed that. It was like watching a movie. Like if you see my favorite movie, Vadachennai, like Vadachennai means people will be like, wow, something is going to happen. That's how it was. He rightly put the title at the right time. It was very good. And the way he wrote the script, like he started with his 12 cousins and what happened to him, like a few words he used, like marks are like just a marks. It will also pass to, and those things are very good. And also he graciously incorporated some movie dialogues in his speech. That was really very good. Something when we do those things like adding the movie scenes or dialogues, it will be awkward. It will not easily add with a speech. But in his speech, I saw it was graciously added, and it took the speech to next level. I saw it was very good. And also one thing is the end. At the end, he gave the good message in his speech. That was also very good. Overall, I could say his writing skill is very good. He is very excellent in his writing skill. At the same time, he could have added one thing, like as I mentioned, everyone can relate the topic. So everyone has their own story. He could have added his own story, like what impacted him to write this story, what impacted him to give this speech. I didn't see that in his speech. If he added that thing, it would have been even more better. And also pauses. Pauses means necessary pauses and unnecessary pauses. I see in many places unnecessary pauses. Like I will notice that. So in a single sentence, I saw in many places he used pauses. That could have been avoided. And also unnecessary pauses, like after complete some sentence, or if he wants to give some punch, after giving some punch, he has to provide some pause so that audience will acknowledge. So so that in those places he could have added some pauses. So overall, he was very good in writing skill. At the same time, he has to add his own story, or his own experience in his story, and also he has to improve in putting the right pauses. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 11, Ganesh. Now I bring the last contestants to the main room. Contestant number 12, Kasi. To check your audio video, please repeat after me. Mark evaluation contest 1, 2, 3 in your higher and lower tone.
Mark evaluation contestant number 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that okay?
Your lower tone?
Mark contestant evaluation number 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Contestant number 12, Kasi. Kasi, contestant number 12.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Kasinathan. Today I'm your evaluator for the test speech. Don't mistake me. I joined the middle of the meeting. The middle of the speech. I understood whatever I understood, that I'm going to give it as evaluation. So the title, what I understood, don't compete with Apple to Orange. So taking this topic, I'm going to evaluate. His energy was awesome. While delivering with content, I can say it's super or wow. With his speech, resilience. There are two shining moments from his speech. One, his audience engagement right from the beginning with vocal variety and gestures. Through his speech, reacted, sit and watch. And the second, the comment I can say, delivering a speech with storytelling. Storytelling is not a simple thing. Like we have to make control of the audience and to make them to understand like the meaningful message through the gestures like and 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 the way of looking. So everything he made it such a way that I felt it's impressive. And the quite inspiration speech that is like through story like taking apple to orange like a children's. I felt compelled to be inspired after listening this speech. There are two highlighting from my speech that is truly I enjoyed. The first one is storytelling is the easiest and the most natural way for us connect with anyone. Like that is why he delivered. Because human brains are wired from stories and you have demonstrated with the confidence the way of delivering a story with the apple and apple to orange. Don't compare apple to orange. The second is your tonality. That speeches was warm and friendly tone that makes so pleasant to hear and also to follow. This is what I observed. And the recommendation I can say, he would have raised some question to audience or some interaction. That is one recommendation. And second is standing and presenting would have given more engaging to audience. So these are two things I can recommend. The remaining, everything is good. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, contestant number 12, Kasi. With this, we have come to the end of the mock evaluation contest. So with this, I am adjourning this mock evaluation contest. So we can move to the as usual segment. So I will call due to time constraints. We have skipped for the TTE session now. So now I will call the general evaluator Toastmaster Bilal to take over the session.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster ANTO. Before I call on my tag team, so I would like to hand over the stage to evaluator Toastmaster Prema to share her feedback on the evaluations that happened today. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. It was a lovely mock evaluation contest. It was a very great test speech also. Now, I would like to highlight certain aspects across evaluations. I am not going to give individual feedback because a lot of feedback I find is a little repetitive. So in general, I would like to give feedback. The first thing is commendations. I think almost everybody started with commendations. That is what was good about the speech. Now, when we give commendations, it is perhaps not a good idea to wholesale repeat sentences from the speech, or just talk about one line and say that was fantastic and this was very good, this was impactful. For example, Bilal took 3 categories, 3 aspects of the speech that were good for recommendation. The same thing was done by Ashwin. 2 or 3 aspects of the speech that were good, and where the evaluator can add their comments. Kasi also did that to a certain extent. So instead of just repeating sentences from the speech, instead of just generically commenting about how good it was, how wonderful it was, how impactful it was, I think if we can summarize it into certain aspects of the speech that were very good, like being meaningful, being impactful, and so on, that would be a very good way of giving commendations. Recommendations, most of you did very well. I think everybody almost invariably talked about vocal variety and certain other aspects, but the recommendations were given as steps. You know, this area had to be improved, this area had to be improved, which was very well done by most people. The third aspect is time management. I think there were people who finished within less than 1.5 minutes, and there were, I think Ashwin exceeded his time limit. So in general, what would be a good idea is to give your commendations till 1.5 minutes, is to give your recommendations till 2 minutes 15 seconds, and then summarize. Summarize it using the sandwich technique. What was good, what needs to be improved, what was good again. If this sandwich technique can be used, that's a wonderful, that is the recommended technique to be used for Toastmasters evaluation. So that will be a good time management tactic that can be used. That is all I have. So thank you for the opportunity, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prema, for sharing your insights on our evaluations, how they performed today. Thank you so much. And with that, I would like to call the timer for today's meeting to share his timer's report. Timer Toastmaster Manikandan. Toastmaster Manikandan, are you there?
Yeah, I am here. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. So I would say it's one of the greatest learning for me. I'm really impressed about speak everyone. Hopefully, I will join the next time. So just I would like to mention the time. Nilofer taken 2 minutes 34 seconds. Avul Jodi taken 1 minute 15 seconds. Ashwin taken 3 minute 32 seconds. Tina taken 2 minutes 42 seconds. Rohanti take 3 minutes. Yamuna take 2 minutes 14 seconds. Bilal take 3 minutes. Vivek taken 3 minutes 20 seconds. Navasingha take 3 minutes 1 second. Ganesh take 3 minutes 23 seconds. And finally, Kasi take 3 minutes 1 second. That's the exact report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manikandan, for the detailed report. Thank you so much. And with that, I would like to call Grammarian for today's meeting, Toastmaster Arvind Sami. Toastmaster Arvind Sami, the stage is yours. Toastmaster Arvind Sami, are you there?
No, he's not there, I think.
Okay. Fine, Anto. So in that case, I think he has dropped out. Maybe there could be some personal emergency. Meanwhile, for me to give a general evaluation, I could say like I joined as a 8th contestant, so I never got an opportunity to see people's speeches. But what I have observed is like meeting was started on time, and thanks to our Vice President Education Toastmaster Anto for having this mock evaluation contest. We had the exact what we are going to have it in our 24th the actual evaluation contest. So this is just a playground. So people who feel like I have spoken only for a few minutes think that it's just a playground where you practiced it, and actual evaluation you try to work on your timings and all those stuff. And we had timers report, and thank you so much. And we had our experience Toastmaster Prema shared an overview of how the evaluation went. Like she shared a core message, right? Look, whenever you give an evaluation, you should start with like what are the things that went well in a speech, and what are the recommendation the speaker from a good speech to great speech, like how they can improve on the speech. Again, I will repeat, in Toastmasters, we believe your best one is always your next one. So Toastmaster Prema covered it really well, like what went well and what didn't go well and what can be improved. That was the core message in every evaluation that we need to work on. And with that note, we never had our table topic segment today just because it's a special meeting and due to time constraint. And I would like to hand over the stage to contest. Are we going to have a poll, Ashwin, to decide the best evaluation?
No, we don't have a poll.
Okay. So in that case, I'd like to hand over the stage to contest master.
Actually, you can attend as a PO because the flow of meeting is over, right? We can ask some feedbacks and we can go it.
Okay, sure. And I thought you will have a official announcement of. Okay, on 24th we'll be having the actual evaluation contest, and soon we'll be appointing contest chair. So please share your nomination. I think already Anto has shared in WhatsApp group, like he's asking nominations for actual evaluation contest and humorous contest. And we do have educational sessions from a Division G. Like if you are in Division G group, you could have seen the messages. Like we have a district level podium finishers and district level champions coming and giving a educational session on how you can frame your humorous speeches and how you can prepare for your evaluation contest. So I could encourage all members to attend and utilize these sessions and nominate yourself for both the categories like humorous and as well as evaluation, because there are 3 contests: humorous, evaluation, as well as table topic, that doesn't have any level completion. When you take international speech contest where you have to complete 2 levels to contest, but here you can try it out and you can give it a try and participate, and so that even if you're not getting succeeded, like you get to learn something, you can better yourself in upcoming contests. So with that note, I officially adjourn this meeting, but before that, Anto, you can take a picture. You take a picture, and people who want to stay here for networking, you can stay after the meeting. But I officially adjourn the meeting of Puducherry Toastmasters Club 180.
Thanks, everyone.
I request